Sears into the 18. Louisville has numbers, shot saved, second ball, put in the back of the net. Savannah DeMello celebrating as the home side takes a 1-0 lead.
You can see the build-up. Emma Sears here on the edge of the box. Great run. Just plays the ball to Kanu. She gets the shot. Well saved, but it falls perfectly for DeMello. They had numbers in the box, but Kanu, what a good move by Bev Yanez to bring her on, because her shot couldn't be held by Jane Campbell. It gets dropped, and DeMello just settles herself and finds the back of the net. You'd have thought they would have done that more often, Racing Louisville.
DeMello's service, header put home. Louisville doubles the lead. Parker Goins, moments after entering the match, puts her name on the score sheet.
Who else is it but Kanu, who's had such an impact in the second half? She causes problems, plays it back, and the wonderful Savannah DeMello just picks out that run absolutely perfectly. And Parker Goins just slows herself down. Look at that head up. She could see the run, puts the ball in right on Parker Goins' head, and there's nothing Jane Campbell can do. Fantastic second half by Racing Louisville, who seem to be on their way to back-to-back wins for the first time since May last year.
Troubles brewing here on the counter. Banda against Garmo, Zaniello. Banda crossing, ball is in. Oh, what a goal! That is incredible from Doyle. How in the world did she manage to score that?
Barbara Banda does everything here. That's exactly what she would have wanted. 1v1, Naomi Gomez, we know how good she is, but some players, you just can't stop her. Barbara Banda's one of them, and that is such a great finish from Julie Doyle. Barbara Banda picks her out really well. Her body was going one way. Kenny Sheridan has no chance in that moment. And they caught them on the counter because of the poor ball into the box. And in Orlando, Ali Watt does really well to come away with the ball. Then Barbara Banda does what she does best.
Sanchez wiggles free, ball whisked along, finds a back post and eventually gets in! San Diego find their equalizer!
Right, and I think they've done a really good job at, with regards to defending this San Diego away team. But it fell to Mackenzie Donnett, takes a deflection in the end. Maria Sanchez, I've been quite critical of her during this game, but puts a really good ball into the box. But I think the deflection is the reason why it put Anna Morehouse off. But fair play to Mackenzie Doniak. Casey Stoney spoke highly of her.
Sheehan releases Ryan, attacking young Curry. And finding Crystal Dunn. Dunn against Vignola!
It's behind Sydney Leroux, and then the chance is wasted.
Swung back in towards Leroux, and he's there! Angel City have equalised. Sydney Leroux right in the centre of it, looking to get the flick on from the cross, and Anne-Catherine Berger is finally beaten.
One of the things that we highlighted in the first half coming into this game about Sydney Leroux is putting herself in these positions to get on the end of service from the wide areas. Lackadaisical defending from Gotham. Bright spot start to this second half for Angel City. And that is a good looking ball in. Sydney Leroux doesn't even need to touch it, just occupies the two center backs.
Lavelle wants it on this near side. And Ryan finds her against Emsley. Lavelle to Sheehan. Oh, and now here, chance for Lavelle, surely! And it is!
Melanson One shot on target so far for each team. Pickett looking for a second. Pickett! 1-0 Bay FC. Kiki Pickett scoring the goal, her first of the season.
And that's what you get through sustained possession here for Bay FC. Melanson getting high up into the attack. Little combination. Chicago tries to poke it away, and it fortuitously falls right to the feet of Kiki Pickett. Chicago can't get pressure on the ball. They drop. That frees up space. Pickett's like, why not? Uses the inside of her boots. Places it perfectly into the backside of the net, and Kiki Pickett's presence on this Bay team continues to be impactful.
Brody. Didasco short. Kumbinaji, nice ball back. Bailey cutting it back. Blocked in. An own goal, but it's Bay FC. 2-0 with the lead.
And what a sumptuous bit of play this was by Bay FC. It started with Pickett. There was a one-time pass out to Caprice. Didasco and Bay get into the final third through those wide channels. And then it's the counter pressure, not allowing their opponents to clear their lines. Chardonnay Curran can't clear this one, just hits it right into Anderson. Anderson wisely joining on the back post, making it difficult for Curran to deal with that.
In a space. Joseph was calling for it. Into the middle instead. Deflected. Hawking! Go! Her fourth of the year.
And this game deserved that goal. Here, Chicago getting high through their outside back. Hits a kind bounce straight to Hawking. She decides to go on one touch. Feels the pressure of Didasco there. Puts it between the defenders and past Caitlin Rowland.
Sullivan, back post. Chance here for Boutel just to lift it back in. Sar's up for it. It's still available. Now the shot taken. It was blocked. Wiesner again. It's in the corner. Kate Wiesner, first NWSL goal, gives Washington the lead.
They do a really good job here, the Washington Spirit, of keeping it alive, keeping it in those areas. The ball originating from Andy Sullivan. You can see here, Wiesner's going away. Really good finish. Right in the corner, didn't have the most power on it, but it was really exceptional the way she technically turned on it and was able to put it in the back of the net. Great finish.
Utah beaten again here, and they will have to play from behind.
Smith buries it. Sophia Smith and the Portland Thorns on cloud 9.
Argument about it. Goes to the right-hand side of the keeper. She picks right, Casey Murphy, but with that sort of pace, unless you move early, you're unlikely to get the ball. Good finish under all sorts of pressure from the one and only Sophia Smith.
For 80 minutes is a really difficult.
Atsko service, well placed, touched into the goal.
You can see here they're creating an overload down that right-hand side, and it's a really good ball into the box. Slows it down a little bit. I said sometimes you have to put the brakes on. We know how good Heitema can be at finishing, and it's a really good finish. Really good finish. That's exactly where you want your centre forwards, in those danger areas where they can impact. I think Mace has to do a better job at covering around, but it's a really good finish, I think, for this Seattle Reign team.
Cooper. Flag stays down. Serves it in. Finish from Shawinga. Kansas City has their equalizer. Berta plays it short. Fishlock service, driven. Ball bounces through. Headed home.
This year, even when Jordan Heightenberg was healthy and was playing, she wasn't getting into these areas. And this is, look at the overload they're creating. And that type of run, yes, it's a tap in the end, but it's because of her endeavour, the bravery. It's a good ball in from Jess Fishlock. Actually takes, it was Mace that actually played the ball in. Couldn't really see on the other side. Mace couldn't, and it ends up heading.
Service, middle of the 6. Ball still loose. Ball in the back of the net. Kansas City has equalized once again. This team never says die. CPKC Stadium rocking here, as we do have one substitution to mention for Kansas City, but Chawinga finds some space, sends it across, a dangerous ball put home. Are you kidding me? Vanessa DiBernardo comes in and puts her stamp on this game. Well, hope you've settled in, folks, because be ready for anything here. Vanessa DiBernardo enters the match, as Leanne said, didn't even get to mention it, and Chawinga with another opening into the area. Chawinga fires, and she scores, doubling the lead for Kansas City. They are flying here in the second half. Labonta shoots, and she scores. 5-2 Kansas City.